Hello and welcome to Lindsay Akashic Channel. I'm your host Lindsay, and this is the Akashic Records on the sun. So I took a poll and asked for suggestions of different topics to open the Akashic Records on, and the sun was one of them. The moon will be coming next. So in asking the Akashic Records about the sun, I always go into an opening message or opening visual, and then ask a basic foundational question from the Akashic Records perspective. What is the sun? And then I asked, how did the sun get here? What messages does the sun have for us? And when will the sun burn out or explode? And then what's the most important message we need to know about the sun? So let's get into it. I opened the records previously and took notes in my journal to get the answers. And so I'm very curious to hear how you interpret these messages from the Akashic Records and how they land for you. And I also invite you, if you work in the Akashic Records as well, to open the records on the sun and ask these questions as well. And totally share those in the comments with me. So, the opening message for the sun, the records were showing me a spiral, like a black hole with flames around it, kind of like longer flames coming from this kind of black hole. And it was just kind of like spiraling around, like kind of like wildly, like this little bit of fire coming from this black hole, kind of wildly spinning around and spiraling. And the record said, a spiraling fire overreaction, over time, blasting and sustaining itself. So that was the opening message and opening visual, which kind of went into the first question, foundational question of what is the sun? So when I asked what is the sun, the record said, a massive energy ball of source of heat and life, massive existence and presence beyond worlds, the highest achievement of the worlds, a ball of fiery gases. So then I asked, how did the sun get here? And the record said, blasting off, a fireball suspended and still from a distance, carrying away flames, other creations, other worlds, Apollo, creation of the gods, birthed it all. So then I asked the records, what messages does the sun have for us? And the record said, from the sun, be the light, take it from the sun, charge it up, be lighter and brighter and warmer, make it grow. So then when I asked, when will the sun burn out or explode? The record said never. God's creation of the gods. What does that say? Oh, self-sustaining. Watched over, fueled by gods, never dies, gets bigger, but not too big. And then finally asking what's the most important message we need to know about the sun. The record said, hot, baked, dehydrating the earth, create more shade, can't stop the sun from burning. So that was very interesting. Just based on, science. Very interesting. So I'm curious to hear how that landed, whether symbolically, literally, and how that makes you think about the world, other worlds, gods, Greek gods, mentioning Apollo, So I'm really sitting with all of that. And it makes me think of our ability to tap into other realms and other worlds, and maybe how they actually do influence and contribute and build our lives and everything in them. So I don't know. That's an interesting one. The Akashic Records on the sun. Curious to hear your thoughts and how you feel about that one. And I'll be doing another one on the moon soon. So thanks for stopping by. See you next time.